Hi everyone, and welcome to another segment of AstrologyAnswers.com's weekly horoscope. My name is Terence Guardino, and I'll be your host once again. This week we'll test all types of relationships, both professional and personal. And the strong ones will survive and get better and stronger for it. But the weak ones could break apart, or at least show the cracks that need to be fixed, or else the end is very near. The reason is that there will be a full moon on Thursday and Friday that always brings emotional matters to a head. And Mercury is retrograde that often gives miscommunications. But also this week, and on the day of the full moon, the love planet Venus will be in confrontation with harsh Saturn. And by Saturday, aggressive Mars will be fighting with controlling Pluto. So, if you've been holding on to any resentment or grievances with another, this week will definitely trigger an emotional upset to clear the air and resolve any misunderstandings, or come to the realization that your partnership has outlived its purpose. Mercury turned retrograde on June the 7th and will remain retrograde until July the 1st. Mercury is the planet of communications, agreements, expectations, and contracts. But when Mercury is retrograde, it can coincide in a breakdown in communications. Mercury is a rationally thinking planet, but it will be transiting in the emotional, subjective sign of Cancer, making it difficult to be objective when our feelings are hurt or angered. That will influence our decisions. The full moon each month is always a cycle of culmination that brings emotional matters to a head to produce either a resolution or an ending. But this full moon will also be influenced by the love planet Venus in opposition to Saturn, that stern and harsh planet of separation, causing relationships to be strongly tested. But like I have said, the relationships with a solid, strong foundation will only be slightly tested. That could trigger the need for a heartfelt conversation that would only bring you closer together. But if your relationship doesn't have a basic foundation of friendship and respect, this relationship can separate. Or this week will show that if you two don't begin communicating better, the end is near. I do think this can be a good period to clear the air of any simmering resentments and start over again to build a better relationship. But I expect many will be releasing a great deal of anger that ultimately is healthy for any relationship to survive. Just because after the full moon has brought whatever into the light, out into the open, Mars, the warrior planet, will be fighting with compulsive controlling Saturn, peaking by Saturday. This could also coincide with accidents, explosions, or violence in the world by Friday or Saturday. But individually, Mars will not allow us to avoid or run from any personal conflicts. I do think many people will experience intense emotional events this week that will bring us closer together or further apart. So like I said, the good relationships will become stronger and the weak ones will begin to break apart. Thanks for tuning in today. I hope you check in next week for my next segment. Until then, I hope you're well and see you soon.